Can you believe that? Right after I turned off the camera, I probed a little bit more. My pops cannot believe this.
I have to see this.
You gotta see it to believe it.
That's it?
That's it.
Look at that.
Look at that right there. I did it.
Good ideas.
See there?
We have good ideas. That's it. It's moving.
Now I've got to tape this on here and gently pull it back.
Yes.
Wow.
Whoa. Oh.
Oh, you okay?
Sorry.
Okay. You see, here's the cord.
Yes.
It was only a second. How long was it, Pops? Just so everybody believes me.
40 seconds.
40 seconds. I'm saying maybe 30 seconds at the most.
Well, I'll give him 40.
But you see, put your mind to it. Have some positive thinking. But we had something figured out. Always. You know what? You always got to have a plan B. Always. Because if that wouldn't have worked, you know what we would have had to have done.
Better than A.
Oh, yeah.
I have a suggestion.
Okay, before you give me that suggestion, Pops, let me show them this. Let me show. Now see, I used a paddle bit and I had 1.125", and it just barely is going to fit. If I tape this on the outside, like that, flat, you see that? It's going to fit through that hole just barely. So I'm going to put that on the side there, and you know, once I get it through the hole, then I can take the tape off and pull the romex back out of the way, and then the hole will be smaller, so I can zip it on through. Okay, that's the main thing. You got to make sure your paddle bit is big enough. If it's not, then you can whack out the particle board side, or you could drill out. Use your drill, a small regular drill bit, a metal drill bit, and ream out the side of the particle board. Okay, what was your thought, Pops?
Start it through under the sink going this way.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to do.
Okay.
I think.
Not this way.
Well, I don't think it really matters either way, but yeah, I have enough room. I have more room underneath the sink, so I think I'm going to do it that way, because the main thing, once I get it through there, then I can kind of pull it to the right further, to the left further, and then figure out my fitting at the end and see how I'm going to do that and get it up into the box. All right. Okay. That's my next step, to tape that on the side of my conduit, you know, underneath the sink. Okay, Pops, you had another idea. What was it?
Conduit should go into this.
You mean the romex?
The romex should go into the conduit instead of taping it on the side. Shove it through from south to north. Oh,
okay. Just try to shove it like we tried before. Well, like I was going to try before. I don't know if that's going to work. I guess I could try that first. But then here's another idea too. Okay, I've got this. This is my my pull string. Let's say my pull wire. We could just say that's a pull wire. Now I can cut another piece of romex. I got 25 feet here. I'm not going to need that much for this job. I could measure out, and I could take this romex and I could slip it through this conduit first, then pull the whole thing through there. Then I don't have to, you know, once I get the cable through, once I get just the conduit through, I don't have to then hold my breath and try to push this all the way through the conduit. You know, if it's starting to gum up or bind in there,
I think it'll go.
And all that. Because with this being on the ground, we could straighten this out and keep probing it and pushing it, and have somebody straighten out the pipe and keep pushing it and get it all the way through. The thing with that is, if I have to cut, if I don't have this conduit perfectly measured just right, now I've got a piece of conduit coming through it. You know, I got a piece of romex coming through it, and then I have to cut this. Well, but I could be real careful and cut around, you know, so I don't damage any wire on the inside, and then pull that off the end. I could do something like that too. Okay, so there's different ways and different ideas on how to get that through. Remember, I've always said there's 2 ways to do something. I think I've showed you 3 here. Yeah, you know what else too? If I try to slide the conduit right over the wire, and if it were to slide, I would have had to make sure I used a long enough piece, and I just used this, and I knew this was a little bit too short. It's questionable whether or not this piece is actually long enough. Now I could have made another one with a longer piece of wire in case I would have slid through that, but I wasn't really thinking about that because I think it's going to be too hard to take this and slip it and slip it and slip it and slip it all the way through. I just don't know. It's going to be kind of tough to do that. But I guess I only have to slip it X amount of feet just through where the dishwasher is. Then I can grab it and kind of pull it along, you know?
Yeah.
So because of that, I mean, we could try that. I could cut another piece of romex because I'm going to use this as my actual wire because it's a little bit longer. I could do that, and I could just tape that together on this like that and pull this all the way through, and then try to push it through. If not, you know, I got enough wire one way or another to make it work if I got to pull it through the side. However, okay. Now back to work we go. Okay, that wire that I had in there first, I think it's going to be long enough after. I went and checked it. I've got enough poking out over there, and I know this wire has to come across to the edge of the cabinet and then over and up a little bit to where the height of an electrical outlet's going to be. And see, I'm gonna have plenty.
Beautiful.
I'm gonna have maybe 1.5 feet left over. So we're gonna take my pop's suggestion. We're gonna try to slip it through here like that. But we're gonna go through the
south,
the sink area. So we only have to push that conduit through maybe about 2.5 feet or 3 feet of wire. Let's do it.
See if that works. This stage pretty taut.
Yeah, get that conduit straight for me, because the straighter that is, the less drag it's going to have on that romex cabling underneath the sink. Okay.
See this?
We're going to try this angle for the camera. Hopefully you can see what's going on here. Here's my romex. I want to make sure I keep it pulled up.
I can hang on to the romex.
Well, you don't want it to move.
Well, that way it won't.
We don't want that to move.
It won't be moved.
Yeah.
I got it.
Okay. 'Cause I don't want this sliding back.
It won't be sliding back.
Because if it does, then I won't know where to cut this off at, right?
It's moving.
Yeah. Boy, I don't know. I'm not going to have anything to hold on to on the conduit. You know, when I push it, and then I might push the wire back.
Ooh.
You see?
Well, that might be okay. Oh no.
So, I don't think I'm going to be able to do it this way.
Yeah, but once you get that tubing through there, you can always put the conduit back through.
Yeah.
That's the question.
Yeah, see, the romex is not going to stay still. It might push down through that way, and I might think I've got enough of this going through.
The only thing we can know is if...
I can't, you know... Yeah, see, because I'm pushing the romex right now, nothing's happening. I don't have anything to hold on to. I don't think that's going to work.
It's not moving.
I don't think that's going to work. I think I'm going to have to tape it. I'm going to have to tape it on there. You know, my other way. Tape it and pull it through. I think that's the ticket.
Then you have to put it, how are you going to put it back?
Well, then I'll have to push the wire through. I'll have to push the cable through the conduit. You know, push it through there. I don't know if I have any other
I would think that
choice to do that. You know,
When you
it'll go, and if it doesn't, I'll have to strip off the outside sheathing of the romex. I can do that because it's going to be in this conduit. It'll be
when
in
you
this
put
conduit.
that conduit through there,
I just can't do it any other way. I'm going to have to pull it.
but when you put the conduit through there, I mean, when you put the conduit through there,
Yep.
I don't think you'd have any problem pushing a romex back through.
Yeah, I don't either. Hopefully I can, and it will be fairly easy.
Smooth
If
shot.
not, then I strip the sheathing off of the romex. That way, that's not going to bind up. Then I have the solid wires pushing through. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
So I'll have to tape that now.